Meet Joe. Joe lives in London and owns an internet technology company that he started. He has a wife, 3 kids, and a dog named Bella. Joe enjoys a round of tennis, coaching his son's soccer team, and a good espresso from his local coffee shop every morning. He's done pretty well by most people's terms and feels like a champ. Now meet Greg. Greg also lives in London, but lost his job over a year ago and hasn't been able to land a steady one since. Greg also has a wife and 2 kids. Greg and his family live in an apartment for now, but may soon be forced to move because of their inability to pay the rent. Talk about a downer. Greg has been feeling pretty bad too. Not only does he feel like he can't keep a job, the feeling of seeing his wife and kids suffer from his presumed inability to provide for them crushes his spirit even more. Compared to Joe, he feels like he just doesn't add up. Joe has also been feeling a few things. He looks at his life and realizes there are people who don't quite have it as good as he does, and something about that just doesn't sit well with him. So, in his true innovative nature, he seeks to satisfy the desire by doing something good and helping those in need. Joe's church connects him to Greg through a local mission at Greg's apartment complex. Joe gets to know a little about Greg's situation and feels pretty bad about it. Joe sees Greg's kids and family and realizes that they may not have enough money for Christmas presents this year. Joe knows exactly what to do. Christmas morning approaches, and Greg's family is having a nice, simple time together at home. Then, Joe arrives. And Joe doesn't arrive just by himself. He's loaded with iPods, gift cards, games, clothes, and even a puppy. Greg's kids are freaking out, and honestly, well, so is Greg, but probably for a totally different reason. Joe leaves and heads home, feeling quite fulfilled. But what about Greg? How do you think he feels? Joe just exploited Greg's deepest sense of his poverty, his lack of self-esteem. Not only do his kids see him as a failure, but he feels he'll never amount to the man that Joe is. When we look back at Joe's gesture, it wasn't that he was trying to bring Greg down. He was actually trying to bless the family and bring them up. But still, his actions made it worse. What he did actually pushed Greg even farther into his inward poverty. Not to mention, pushed his own sense of self-pride that much higher.